Well, no trip to the Northwest would be complete without a little rain, and we've got a lot of rain falling right now at Lumen Field in downtown Seattle. Today we hit double digits, week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Seattle Seahawks. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. This taken in right around the goal line. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
In the course of the game, we focus on the offense and the defense. We give lip service to the special teams. It's way bigger than that. The third phase of any football team, and special teams provided the spark to begin this game.
Maverick, 6-2. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Left side, he finds Smith and Jigba. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 19 yards right off the bat. And a quick first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Cougar 19, 18, Pioneer. 18, Cub 19, Cub 19.
They'll look to throw now on first down. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
That's an early scrambler that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Second down and inches. That's Samuel caught left side. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down. And am I seeing this correctly? They brought out the field goal team here on first down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on second and 14. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. 14 yards. And the Seahawks will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either. And it's 7-0. Kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. looking to put a drive together.
Set. Right, red, 38. Hut, hut.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And we'll get this up just shy of the 30. This defense for the Seahawks, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 5.
Set, hut. 45, white. Red, yellow. Ready?
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's going to have a Rams first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Okay,
Line of
ready?
scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, green. Go.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
Set.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Yeah, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. You talk about this Seahawk defense. There are 32 teams in the NFL, and they're just better than 50% of them at defending the pass, number 16 in the league.
Yeah, this has been a good defense, but they're going to have to really prove it in this one because guess what? They're facing the #1 passing offense in the NFL. It's definitely a prove it day for them.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41.
Here we go. Black, 95, hut.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4.
Let's go. Yellow, hut.
Now a run. Here's the first-round pick from April's draft. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
Set, ready. 50, green. Set, go.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. 50 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
Ready, set. Set. Black, hold it in. Hey, hey.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Ready, ready.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Red, yellow. Hut, hut.
On second down, they'll run it here. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A great effort there with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Rams are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good.
Joshua Purdy to kick off for the Rams.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Here we go.
A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they haven't had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. The Seahawks at 5-4 now on the year. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
60 Bobcats, 19 Lions.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. He's got room at the 30. Down the left sideline. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 14-7.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Ready.
Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
Well, they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 110 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
And it is still early, just the first quarter. But you start prorating the numbers, and we might be in for some history. I mean, that last run puts him over 100 yards already, and we've still got 3 quarters to go.
first down. Griffin. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Here we go. Cross red. 50. Green. Blue. Yellow.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Black ultra. Set hut. 60 red. 60 red. Edo blue. Set hut.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Let's go now. Black 40. Set.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Go pink. Hey, green.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. How about this? They'll change it at the line. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Yellow, go. Trouble, 38. Ready.
Now a give, right side. It's Griffin. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple, down to the 15-yard line.
When a drive goes this long, you have to give a lot of credit to the guys up front, those big fellas, because the offensive line is putting something together that allows them to continue to control the ball. I know a lot of people think they get fatigued on a long drive. Actually, a lot of times the reverse happens. They actually get energized because they're controlling the ball, and they're the ones dictating to the defense.
Down. Ready.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here comes 3rd down and 7.
Set. 33, yellow. Ready?
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. He's having a big game running the football, but that will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
A 30-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just out. Side of the 15. 16-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Let's go now.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throw out wide to Walker. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And that'll bring up second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 18-yard line.
Check. Hurt. Ready.
From the gun, it's Walker. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 10 yards and a Seattle first down.
That was pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. It's a gain of 34.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. Hands it off out of the gun. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Ready. Stop. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Ready.
2nd and 2. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Here we go. Start. Nice. Bronco 80. Trap 50. Trap 60.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And all the way in, touchdown, Seattle. Torrey Burton, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks add 6 to their lead. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Second and 3. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Here we go, set. Check, hut.
He'll look to throw.
Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Oh, boy, tough conditions out there. I don't know if the defender slipped or what, but he had a man wide open, and that's a bad one to miss on. They don't come a whole lot easier than that one right there.
Yellow. Blue striker. Edo blue. Green jack. Grill green. Red cycle. Black ultra. Ready?
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the number one thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
6, 7. Let's go. 45, right. Ready.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10.
Let's go now. 18, smash.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yards to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13.
But things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
And he is going to lose yardage here. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to second and 15. Now this time he'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Still needing 10 yards. Now it's third down.
Here we go. Shot 19 strike. 70 Lions. Go.
Back to throw. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Back to throw here. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open, just a split second too late on the release. Another shot from the 1 on second and goal. We'll try to run this one in. And that play's not going to get him in as he stopped right at about the line of scrimmage. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Big play coming here. It's third and goal.
Cup 19. Let's go. Traffic, Bronco 80.
Now back to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on third and goal. Let's see what they do on fourth and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on fourth and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Torrey Horton as the first half is winding down. And the Seahawks will extend their lead here just before halftime. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Spins past him.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
Ready?
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. They'll throw now on the final play. And that's going to be incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
140 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard.
Down. 50, green. Set, go.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, fit defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. They'll run on first down. Griffin looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Griffin. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Go. Yellow, 22, yellow, blue. Ready.
They'll look to throw here. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33.
Oh, they're changing this at the line.
They'll try and run for it. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. The type of game that he's having running the football, there was no doubt who they were giving the ball to.
So why didn't they just go ahead and go after him on defense? Right?
Yeah,
if
key
you
in
know,
on him.
Right? You know he's having that type of a game. Who else would you expect to get the football? I would have taken my chances and sold out defensively to stop him. And if anyone else picks it up, I tip my cap to him.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
At the 33-yard line.
Red, yellow, blaster, stick, white, smash, red. Ready?
They'll drop the throw. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. 22 yards there, a first down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Set, hunt. 10 black. Cut, hunt.
Now a handoff up the middle. Griffin. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8.
Here we go. 33, yellow, clawed red. Slice blue.
They'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
Ready,
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3.
Here we go, set. 60 red. 60 red.
Now a first carry here for the running back. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half.
And maybe that's the magic touch right there. They didn't use him at all in the first half, at least running the football. But here they entrust him with some work down in the red zone, and he responds. 1 carry, 1 touchdown.
Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
Joshua Carty to kick off for the Rams.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
35-yard line.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. He finds Smith-Njigba. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
60 Bison. 60 Bison. Ready, right?
2nd and 4. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
But plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
And was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? Just got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28.
Ready?
Out of the gun, Walker with it. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Here's 3rd and 3.
Let's go. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger.
They'll try for the first with Walker. Well, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. An audible here to get a new look. They'll look to throw. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
At the 3-yard line.
Okay, ready? Here we go, here we go. Huh, huh.
They'll try to run this one in. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Seahawks are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, as one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Now a 2nd and 6.
Red, yellow, come on, set. 52, one. Red.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Oh, and that is incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
6 yards to go.
The Rams on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Red. Eagle blue. Black blue. Black ultra. Black top. Ready.
They'll set up a throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
On the ball.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction.
Yellow. Cut.
Back to throw again. Goes right back to it. It's Griffin again. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd down. At the 43-yard line.
Up the middle they go. It's Griffin. And he'll be stopped at the 46. Gain of 3.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
You had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the 4th quarter here. You've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
10 cycles. 22 meter. Yellow. White. Steel. Black. Cut.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Being just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on 4th down. They don't come through.
Sometimes it's just showing confidence in your defense. You know that they're good, and they'll take care of you. A lot of coaches during the week will announce to their team, we're going to be aggressive, guys. We're going to go for it. Hey, defense, you got me? A little bit of a challenge to them to see if they'll pick up the rest of the team.
We'll see how they respond now. Setting up this. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way.
exactly been a Rembrandt, but it been mistake.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. The fumble on first down. Now here's second down.
He'll
look to throw. Repeat of the last play, finding Walker. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
19, Tiger, 19, Tiger. Cup 19, Cup 19. Panther 11, Panther 11.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And that one will be no good. He never had it on line. It's well wide to the left. And this will remain an 18-point lead.
Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the fourth quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
Ready?
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Red. Needle blue. Set.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Another solid game-changing play for this defense with the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, you know, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be second in a couple.
At the 44-yard line.
Ready? Bronco, go!
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end, and that play going nowhere.
So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And now third down and 6 to go.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Come on, set! Hawk 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
They're going to look to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's a first down with a cherry on top, 31 yards.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Ready.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is going to lose yardage here. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough.
Let's go!
Oh, he fakes the spike.
And that is going to wind up incomplete. So they try to hit him with something you don't see too often, but it doesn't work out.
I guess it's time to date myself a little bit because I remember Dan Marino running a similar play to this on a Monday night game against the Jets way back when. He's going to fake the spike and hope that the defense lets his guard down, but they were alert there, and this ends up incomplete.
Ready.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Well, that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down. How about this? They'll change it at the line.
Butker's kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they've had that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Here we go.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit is going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
Here's 2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked up by Nicky Manwari. And the Seahawks are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead.
19 Lions. Mustang 19.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Able to locate his running back open downfield. And he will finally be escorted out of bounds down inside the 35. It's a big play there for Seattle. 44 yards.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
Cougar 19. Trap 60, trap 60. Buffalo 18.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Remember, Brandon, he ran for a touchdown earlier, so his decision to go ahead and tuck it and go again turned out to be a wise one.
And the decision is what is important here. He has made some good decisions on when to tuck it and go. Back to throw now on 1st down.
Now he'll tuck this and run.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Seahawks have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that'll increase their lead to 28. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. They'll probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, blue. Red, cycle. You, yellow. Blue, striker.
He'll drop to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Let's go now. Yellow, hut.
They'll set up to throw. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Black shot. Plastic, 6.
Now back to throw. Wide open receiver complete. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd.
Watch out now, 50 Fury.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
Right, 97. Striker, 3-3. Ready?
Gotta try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Let's go now.
And it's looking all the more likely that a 5th straight win is going to be in the cards. They'll try to run some time here with a 1st and 10. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. They have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start, and pass plays like we just saw. They're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the 4th quarter.
And that they have in every way. And plays like that across all phases of the game, they've just been effortless for them in this one. And that's what's helped them build such a large lead and allowed them to smile as this game continues.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Ready.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
77.
They'll drop the throw.
They'll let this go deep for Smith-Njigba.
And this will be caught at the 30. It's a big play there for Seattle. 45 yards.
And the Seahawks, first down.
18, Rattler. 18, let's
First
go.
and 10.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
4 yards. That's another
60,
Seahawks.
19 tight. 19, Pioneer.
First and goal at the 7.
Again, he'll drop the throw. Toward the pylon, caught. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome. Put a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
So the victory here for Seattle. And we talked so much about the turnover battle, the turnover.